Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the top teams to clear Crazed Shellbrute on Hell difficulty, and then when you make it to Endless, what are the top teams that you can be running. So there are three different Hell mode teams I want to show to you guys. We won't do a run with them because we're on Endless right now, but one of them does actually function pretty well in Endless as well. So here's going to be the first team option with the Blade Summon spell. Make sure you're maxing out the level of Blade Summon. This is a really powerful Dream Realm artifact. This is going to be the team comp. You guys may remember this team from like previous videos on Crazed Shellbrute. Main Frestro in front of Sonya, Illusion in front of Mikola, Kruger off in the corner, and then Sinbad on the tile on the left. If you do not have Sinbad, you can replace him for Odie, but then this comp will not be quite as effective, but it will be fine. Like, you can always replace Sinbad for Odie in these teams, and it should do pretty well for you as well. Now, another great Hell 100% team option that doesn't even have Rainier is going to be this team formation. Main Frester in front of Sonya, Illusion in front of Mikola, Sonya buffing up Odie and Bonnie with the Blade Summon spell. And I think again this is pretty free to play friendly. A lot of these heroes are heroes which you would have invested into as a free to play player with the Blade Summon spell. And now finally we have a twin team, but don't worry, because even at Legendary Plus, this twin team was working to clear Hell 100%. In fact, a free to play player, Raguto, he used his whatever resonating level he has, I think 659 today, and he managed to get the clear with this team with Legendary Plus twins. It is going to be Main Frestro in front of the Sonya, Illusion in front of the Main Frestro, Mikola to the left, and then Elijah blue-haired in the front, Lila pink-haired in the back, Sonya buffing up Sinbad and Lila with the Blade Summon spell. This is a great team for both Hell difficulty, and this team is also the second best team in Endless, which is crazy. So if you have these heroes built, and if you have like Supreme Plus twins, you're going to get a really good score today, even in Endless. Okay, so those were the free-to-play, or those were the more budget and good options for Hell 100%. Now we're just going to go through all of the best Endless teams. We're going to lead it off with Daragon's team, which is the most free-to-play friendly. Main Frestro on the corner on the right, and Illusion to the left. Smokey right up front and center. Mikola in between Smokey and the Main Frestro. Sonya behind the Mikola buffing up Frestro, and the Odie with the Blade Summon spell. This is going to be the team composition. Let's go ahead and do a run and see what we can get. But I was really impressed. This team has gotten up to 49 billion damage, and it doesn't have Rainier. It only has Frestro as your Celestial Hypogean. It's not even using Sinbad. So I found this really impressive, and if you have these heroes built, you are going to be able to get a pretty good score. So the whole concept behind Crazed Shellbrute is that you want Mikola to be gulped by the boss second, because then she will remain inside of the boss and keep providing the courage sphere value to your allies as long as she has her Supreme Plus upgrade, because then it will be unaffected in duration. Because as soon as she can cast her ultimate, and even after she gets gulped, it is going to remain active and is basically buffing up our Frestro and the Sonya right here. Smokey is great. He deals high damage with his blue aura. There we go, 48.8 billion damage, which is a really good score. Honestly, like, I did not expect that such a free-to-play friendly team was going to get such a great score in Crazed Shellbrute, and it's just partly to do with the fact that you need to have Frestro to be gulped by the boss, and then Mikola is the best gulp target as well, because she can remain in the boss and continue to provide her Curse Sphere buff to your allies, and other than that, just Sonya, Odie, and Smokey all dealing good damage. So very good team, and I highly recommend that team, and credit for that team goes to Daragon, who is like the genius when it comes to cooking up endless Dream Realm teams. Okay, next up we're going to show you this one. This was the team that did the best for Raguto at his free-to-play resonating level and given the options he had. He went Main Frestro in front of Sonya, Illusion in front of Rainier, Rainier in front of Odie, and Sonya buffing up Mikola and Odie with the Blade Summon spell. Again, Blade Summon is really the dominant artifact for the Crazed Shellbrute. Let's go ahead and watch this replay right here, or do this attack. So this team, I think with high enough level, it probably is going to get around 48 billion damage as well. But in fact, the team I showed you earlier is outperforming, I think, this team. However, for a lower resonating level, it seems like this team is doing better, because for Raguto, he tried both team options, and this is the one which did the best for him. But it does need Rainier at Mythic Plus. So if you have that, then definitely give this team a try. But if you're at like a high resonating level, maybe just running the Daragon's team that we showed you is going to be better. But let's see what happens here. Maybe we're going to even be able to beat that with this team comp here. 8 seconds left. It's going to be close. The whole point in Crazed Shellbrute is you need to break the boss. So 46 billion. So not an amazing score, but definitely a good score. And for lower resonating levels, this team is outperforming for some reason. And definitely that is going to be the case sometimes. Resonating level is going to determine the performance of teams. It's not just which heroes you have. And so until we all have the equal playing field at level 800, there's going to be some difference, right? Okay, now we're going to show you Rohan and Brawly's team. This team is going to be, I believe it is actually the main Fresto in front of the Rainier for some reason. Rainier in front of the Harak, Sonya buffing up Fresto, and Harak and Mikola in the front with the Blade Summon spell. Yeah, it is main Fresto in the front. I think it doesn't really matter because one of them is going to be gulped and then the other one is going to remain on the battlefield. And okay, so this is a Harak team. It is using Rainier, but if you have these heroes and for example you don't have the twins, then this is going to be maybe your best team option. However, this is actually going to be the third overall best team. The second best team is Twins and Sinbad Sonya. And then the overall top team is a Harak team, but it is using Twins as well as Rainier, and it's a very like heavy pay-to-win team. So Harak is going to gulp or basically devour a lot of your allies, but Mikola remains, which is pretty valuable because she's going to keep providing the Courage Sphere for Harak while she is gulp, but now she is of course not here anymore, and then finally the boss is going to gulp the Harak and kill him, and that is going to be I think 51 billion damage. So very impressive from this team. I honestly wasn't expecting it to do much more than 50 billion, but 51 is really good. Pretty solid team if you have those heroes. And now we're going to move on to the Twins team. This team I like the most because it's a good Hell option, it is a good Endless option, and it is not super expensive to build because you just need the Twins and the Fresto, and even at a lower ascension of Twins it can work, but it won't get the overall top score unless you have Supreme plus Twins. So main Fresto in front of Sonya, Illusion in front of the main Fresto, Mikola to the side, Lila pink haired in the back, Elijah blue haired in the front, Sterla bonded to the Sinbad and the Sonya with the Blade Summon spell. This is a very, very good team, and it's showing you the strength of Sinbad. For Crazed Shellbrute, it is going to be important to have Sinbad at Supreme Plus upgrade because that's going to enhance his duo cut ability and cause it to deal enough damage to break the boss's shield, and it's on a really low cooldown. And breaking the boss's shield is going to be essential to your damage output because otherwise the boss is going to heavily reduce the damage that you deal to him. And that is why either you have to run Odie with the triple tap to break the shield or Sinbad with the Supreme Plus duo cut to break the shield. So this team is the second best. I'm expecting to get around 53 or 52 to 53 billion damage, hopefully. But it might also be related to RNG. It's so fun to watch Sinbad. Look at his attack speed because of all the haste that he has from the Twins and the other attack speed. And there we go, 51.3 billion. Okay, so just barely doing better than the Harak team. But I think with enough runs, you could potentially get up to 52 billion damage with this team, depending on if you're like at maxed out level of investment. But yeah, definitely you could upgrade the charms of Sinbad's epic charms, but I think they are upgraded. I think I already did that. No, okay, only one of them looks upgraded. So I could upgrade all of them, like refine them, I mean. But it doesn't matter. Tomorrow we're going to be getting legendary charms, and that is when we're going to be upgrading charms regardless. So like refining the charms right now hardly is going to add much value. Okay guys, now it is time to show Yoshi's team, which is the overall top team, using Harak, using the Twins, and it is going to be an RNG team. Any Harak related team does have RNG in it, and of course this is a very heavy pay to win team. A lot of Celestial Hypogenes being used. Let's go ahead and take a look at the formation. So it is going to be Rainier in front of the Harak to give the charm bonus to him, Elijah blue-haired in the front, Lila pink-haired in the back, Sterla bonded to the Harak, Mikola in front of the Lila, Illusion Fresto in front of Mikola, and main Fresto in front of Rainier with the Blade Summon spell. Again, Blade Summon is the best in slow artifact for all of Crazed Shellbrute. Okay, so let's take a look at this team. We'll have to do probably a couple of skip runs to get the top score. The top score of today with this team has been 56 billion damage, which is crazy. And the top score on the server that this account is on is 53.5 billion. So even if we get like 54 billion, honestly, that would be amazing. But let's see. Let's see what the potential of this team is. And if you want to min-max everything that comes down to Dream Realm, make sure your equipment level is maxed or as high as you can, at least up to the level cap if possible, and then also you can refine certain charms if need be. Okay, so we got 53.8 billion damage on our first attempt, which is going to put us in the rank 1 position, and that is really good. Of course, Harak's damage is through the roof. What I will do is I'm going to do a couple of skip runs. Let's see whether we can break maybe 54 billion damage, and I will be back with you guys after we do like 5 runs or we get a top score. Okay, guys, we got a new record. 54.1 billion damage. That is great. I don't know whether we have a higher limit than that, so we can do a couple more runs. Okay, guys, we got another new record, 54.7 billion damage. Yeah, so the RNG is strong in this comp, but that is probably near the limit. Okay, guys, I did 5 runs. The overall top score that we got was 54.7 billion damage, which is crazy. It was higher than I was expecting, to be honest, and that is going to be it for basically this video. Hopefully, these teams are going to allow you and help you to get a top rank in Crazed Shellbrute and get your highest rewards possible. If there are any other teams which are working for you guys, feel free to share them in the comment section. It might be able to help other people out. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe. We're on our road to 20,000 subscribers. We're trying to hit it before the end of the season. Let's make it happen. And also, guys, join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. We chat about everything there, and we have a lot of active members. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.